Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. We're taking a look here at Gala, seeing what's going on with Gala games. We left off yesterday talking about how important it is to break through that 200-day SMA, so I'm curious kind of what that looks like. Oh, we just went up there and tested it here today. That's a good sign. First time you retest a 200-day SMA, typically you're going to reject, so we might actually see that break through here in the near future. So we'll talk about that and much more. Again, if you're new to the channel, not a financial advisor, I hope you can learn something here today. If you want to partner with some fantastic signals. I got trade signals community and of course an awesome trading academy as well. All linked down below, but you get a part of these trade signals. You can go ahead and follow them automatically if you decide you want to. These are some profits from yesterday. What we got: Maker, Audio, DNJ, Comp, VRA. Roughly 80 to 100% profit on majority of those. Those are 5x leverage trades. So keep that in mind. We're not super risky. We're just like consistent profitable games. So again, thanks to my community members for requesting that I cover this and keep an eye on this one too, because it's absolutely something that's doing very well, and we want to understand specifically how long this is going to continue, because I know a lot of you are invested in that too. So thanks, wonderful feedback as well. So what we want to do is talk a little bit about, once again, the SMA. We're above the 20 and the 50-day SMA. That's a very positive sign too, because we could have a golden cross eventually. It's kind of an inevitability, of course, but that just really means that we're on the right side of tracks if we have that happen and the price is above it. We're hoping the price is above the 200 by the time the 50 catches up with us. Is really what it boils down to. We can also see here too, we're honoring this nice little ascending trend here. So we're going to pay attention to that as well and just kind of see. We're going to update our fibs too and just double check a few key factors on the 4-hour time frame. But for right now, we're looking pretty steady, pretty solid here. We do have this rising wedge pattern you do want to be mindful of too, because this one does typically break down. So you just got to keep in mind, even though rising wedge seems like a positive sign, for the most part, it'll continue to wedge out, and then usually it breaks down. But once again, it's just a statistical probability, okay? Again, that's not like the guarantee that the price is going to do that. We can totally break free from that by going a little bit higher here and coming up above this 2.3 cent range, okay? Which I think is very probable. So again, with this momentum here, I think we can probably break that potential trend line there. If we take a look at some liquidity, let's go ahead and go to the 4-hour and identify that. Because with the 4-hour time frame, this is really where you want to kind of look at the liquidity levels and kind of see, because these are the ones that typically get swept. We do have some fair value just below the current price action, so keep in mind the price could wick down before it comes up. It would make sense though, because if you take a look at this previous resistance level, that could be the new support. Okay? So again, price action commonly will bounce off those levels there. We also want to take a quick look here at T sequential and see that we are not overextended. This is a positive sign. Okay, so ultimately, we have overextended ourselves previously with some pullbacks. This is a very healthy continuation, even though we have a significant gap. We also have a significant amount of volume as well, because you can see how much volume is coming into this coin, right at this upper level. It's quite a lot considering how much, how much we've seen in the past. Okay? And if we do look at the volume bars here, the volume is increasing quite steadily, and that increase will warrant the price action to stay where it's at and probably continue higher. Okay, so to me, again, looking at volume is probably one of the best indicators you can do, and making sure that you understand the big picture is very helpful. So we've identified that we've kind of initially rejected off that moving average, right? But if we're on the smaller time frames here, we can identify that we're staying above all 3 moving averages here, and that's a very good sign too. We also want to take a quick peek here at the RSI and stochastic and see that we're hitting our first divergence on stochastics. And typically, when the price comes up and swings down, if you will, on the stochastic RSI the first time, at least on the 4-hour, I've noticed very consistently, it will continue higher for at least 1 or 2 more swings. Okay, so I'm not concerned with this kind of telling us that it's potentially diverging. That's not the case, because once more, the money flow is high and we're still low on the RSI. It really just implies we have a lot more room left to grow here, and there's much more potential for the price action to continue up than to go down at this immediate juncture. Keep in mind, if the price continues sideways for some time here, we might see a liquidity sweep and then the price comes up, because there is still, again, some fair value there. But generally speaking, this previous liquidity level has been swept here as well. So in fact, what we just saw here a moment ago, in fact, roughly about 12 hours ago, that fully swept all that liquidity. Now that that's been swept, that can work as a new support level, okay? Which we're seeing right now. So that previous resistance should be the new support, so 2.2 cents will likely be the new support level here. We should likely also see the price action come up here to try to retest this level here at about 2.3. Whether or not it breaks is really, it just depends on the amount of volume that we see. But the truth is we're in really good shape here. If we take a quick look at the hourly, we can confirm this as well. We can see that We're above the cloud. The cloud is now averaging itself out between these two previous resistance and support levels. And furthermore, too, lagging span's free and clear. So we do have green light to leave your long position open for at least the next 12 hours. And then at that point, we probably want to reevaluate and see if the price may consider coming down to retest this level, or if it's going to sweep this upper level and come back down to retest this level here. Either way, this point here at 2.2 is a pretty strong point of contention. A closure here today above that level would be extremely important. So that way we can leg up on the daily and get ourselves past that simple moving average, the 200, because this is, again, a very important indicator. We want to try to get past this level. Okay? So again, a closure at 2.3 or higher would be super solid. Once more, just one day of closing above that level isn't necessarily enough. We need to build enough volume at this price point to warrant, an actual effort above that level, right? But between now and then, I think we're in pretty good shape here to get that to happen. Because honestly, we see a lot more volume coming in this coin. Got a good volume profile. We got previous resistance working as a new support. Previous liquidity levels have been swept. The price is staying above that level. These are all healthy things we want to look for when a coin is ready to take it to the next level. Okay. So again, I think Gala has tremendous potential here, and I got my money on the price going up than it will down. Keep in mind a minor correction to this 0.382 level, this 2.08 or 2.13. Those are levels that may get retested because, again, there's fair value there, and that little leg up we saw here recently could get swept first before the price continues. Just know that might be a possibility. All the more reason to not just take everything you got and put in this coin right now. Okay, please, low leverage, low position sizing. If you're going to do a long, try to put in small position sizes as the price goes down. That way you average your price up, and then when the price recovers, you can adjust your leverage accordingly. Okay. Again, just little things that we talk about. I teach this in my trading academy as well, so make sure you check that out if you're currently a community member. Otherwise, again, just watch these videos, continue to learn as much as you can. That's what they're there for. Okay. Thanks again so much for watching. Hope you have a good rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.